Hello friends, welcome to IT Tech Solution. So today in this video we're gonna see how to install AWS CLI. This is a pretty simple thing, but very important to proceed with few of the tutorials. And also CLI is sometimes handy when we need to execute some AWS commands without logging into the AWS console. So I recommend to install it and install it from the official AWS website. If you go to the official web page, right, you will see the latest version now available is version 2, and even AWS recommends to install version 2. It has some additional features which we don't get in version 1. So just come to this section to Windows, and here you will see the link from where we can download the MSI, and just will follow the instructions to install it, and then we'll see like how to set it up and then connect to your AWS account. So this is the whole thing that we'll be seeing in this video. Now let's see. I just have downloaded this MSI and I just initiated the installation procedure. So it's just like follow the instructions. So we'll just do a next here, accept the terms and conditions, then next, then again next, and we'll install it. So it will be soon installed. And before we install, if we check the version, it will say it's not like it will not identify the keyword AWS because it's not yet installed. So we'll just wait for it to get installed, and as soon as it is installed, we'll see like how we can configure it. So by the time it installs, we would need the secret access key and the secret ID. So I would recommend just to go to your AWS account, go to IM section, and in IM we'll go to the users. In users, just go to your user which is already created, or you might have already created it, and in that we'll go to security credentials. From security credentials, just scroll down, we'll see the access key. For you, when there is no access key, you will not see anything here. I have already generated it, and you should never share your access keys. This is for me, it is temporary. I'll be deleting it soon after this video I'll is done, right? So but you should never share your access key and secret access key. uh, you will see an empty section here, so you just have to create an access key. For which purpose you are creating, so maybe we'll just give command line interface, and then you'll have to do just I understand the agreement, and then click on next, and then create the access key. So it will show the access key, then you'll have to download it. It will get downloaded as a CSV. So that secret access key we would need to connect to the this particular account. So that is one thing which we need to do, will be a prerequisite. Once that is done, if you see now the installation is completed, we'll just click on finish. And now I'll just restart my PowerShell because sometimes it doesn't identify even when the installation is done. So let me just reopen it. Yeah, so now I'll just do AWS and check the version. So there it should show which version it installed. So you can see, right, it is version 2. It comes with Python 3.11, and it is for Windows 10. So this information we'll get. So once we see this information, that means now CLI is installed. But still, if you want, if you try to connect to AWS, you will not be able to connect. Like for example, I just want to do AWS S3 and just check what all buckets I have. It is showing probably because I already had a connection. So for that, you will not see this. The command will not run properly here. I can show that as well. So for your case, what will happen is I'll just remove the config file from here. So initially you will not have this .aws folder. I'll just delete it for now, so that we get to see like how we can configure it. Now if I do S3LS, it is unable to locate the credential. So this is a fresh installation. You will not see because we haven't configured it. We haven't given our uh, access keys, so it won't be able to connect it to AWS, right? So we need to configure it. So we'll see like what we need to do here. So there is a command AWS configure. We just need to run this. So once you run this, the folder that I just now deleted .aws, it will get created, and what details it will have, I'll just show that to you. So AWS configure, then it is asking for access key ID. So whatever access key you would have generated, just download it and copy paste that one. Now access key, secret access key we have to put. So we'll put the secret access key. Default region, so you can give like US East 1. Okay. Now this is the default region and default format. So we'll just give like JSON. JSON is pretty much standard all over AWS. So JSON is fine. Now configuration is done. Now if you check back, we got this AWS folder here, right? Now let's see like the contents, what it has. So we have one config file in here. I'll just open it up. So you see, right, by default under the default header, region is saved, output is JSON is saved. This is our configuration. So in future we can add more configurations here which we might require. Importantly, you will see credentials here. So credentials will be storing our access key and secret access key, right? So using this, it is connecting. So whenever we hit any AWS command, it will first check in AWS folder what is the config and what is the credentials, and then it will be giving you back the response. Now, if I just check whether it is connecting to my correct account or not, so I'll just give STS get caller identity. I'll just restart my PowerShell again because I said right, sometimes it doesn't identify. So now I'll just give STS get caller identity, and you will notice that it will return. So it is saying could not connect to endpoint URL STS US East 1. So let me just quickly see what is here. Okay, so I by mistake gave EU East 1. So let me change it to US East 1, right? It was a typo. And let me save it. Now I'll just again issue this command. Yeah, so now you can see it is returning my account for which it is connecting and my user ARN. Okay, so I am able to connect to AWS correctly. Even I can check by doing S3 command. Let's list out the buckets which have. So yeah, it is listing out my bucket as well. So this is how now we can now use this CLI to give any command which we do in AWS console. Same things we can do from CLI as well. So this is all I just wanted to discuss on this once. So yeah, so I hope you liked it. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, bye bye.